Hello, friends. My name is Brad Rohr, and I'm here to talk about books, specifically the books I read in the month of July. I started out the month with Terry Pratchett's Weird Sisters as I continue to slowly work my way through the Discworld series. Very fun book, reminiscent of, Shakespeare-y stuff. What if Shakespeare's plots came to life in the Discworld? No problem there. After that, I read The Ministry of Time, and I thought it was The Ministry of Fine. I didn't think of that until I said it, and now I regret it. For another meaningless Goodreads badge, going back to the 90s, I read Janet Ivanovich's One for the Money. And I got to say, New Jersey, the state, is kind of a character. The location is kind of a character in this book. And it makes me not want to live in New Jersey. And I think there was a lot of anti-New Jersey propaganda in the 90s that I fell for. But not now. Now I have friends in New Jersey. I followed that up with Kate Quinn's The Astral Library. I think this is, the third or fourth book I've read about a magic library in the past couple years, whether it was the library at Mount Char or even The Book That Wouldn't Burn by Mark Lawrence. The Astral Library I thought was pretty good. The idea of living in a book and then, which book would I want to live in as a side character? I don't know, man. One that's quiet. So that was an enjoyable read. I followed that up with The Women by Kristen Hanna. And if you like to cry when you're reading, may I suggest The Women by Kristen Hanna. It is about nurses serving in Vietnam during the Vietnam conflict. And I got to say, based on this book, it doesn't seem like the United States treated its military members super well during Vietnam. I don't know if there's been any other accounts of it, but really doesn't seem to have gone well for the people who were over there. And they were really let down by the government. And also, you will cry so much reading this book. After that, I started the Cradle series by Will White. I've read some of his other books. It's another trilogy that I don't really remember. I don't even remember the name of the trilogy. House of Blades, something like that. The Cradle series, progression fantasy, and it starts out as you'd expect with a guy who's a zero, and he slowly starts working his way up through book one. Another meaningless Goodreads badge, books with the word summer in them. I read Bill Bryson's One Summer, America 1927. Found it fascinating. Really easy to read, kind of nonfiction about America in 1927. Charles Lindbergh and Calvin Coolidge and these names that I know, but the stories that I didn't. So found it really enjoyable, really easy to read. And then I went right back to the Cradle books, and I read, in order, Book 2, Soulsmith, which, our little zero he's starting to improve. And then Black Flame, okay, now somebody's taking him under his wing, and he's going to grow and learn and continue to progress. Then Sky Sworn, he's getting stronger than ever. What is the limit for our hero here? And I literally just finished Ghostwater like 10 minutes ago so that I could include it in this video. And boy, he is progressing. That is what is happening. It's weird because there's a lot of stuff that kind of takes place on this same Cradle planet. And then there's an overarching story about kind of what's going on in the, for lack of a better term, I'll say multiverse. And I don't understand any of that stuff. But I do understand our hero getting stronger, liking a girl and not being good at talking to her. I get that stuff. And so I'm enjoying it. It's light to read. It's very easy. Again, if you're a nerd and need a beach read, or you're going to sit inside while the rest of the family's at the beach so that you don't get a sunburn, perhaps the Cradle books are for you. So really enjoyed it. I am in the process of moving, so I don't know what August is going to look like in terms of books read or where I'm shooting the video from at the end of August. But thank you all so much for being with me through these first couple of videos. It means a lot. If you have opinions about any of these books, or if you're like, I liked that book, maybe you, Brad, would like this other book, let me know, man. Send me an email, bradroarbooks@gmail.com, or message me on socials, comment on the video. I don't have that many comments to sort through, so it's pretty easy to get through to me. So I appreciate hearing from each and every one of you, whether you agree with me or not, even though I know that I'm right. Thank you so much, and I'll BRB. Brad Rohr Books.